children started walking and running around. Their parents were watching this. Their parents, when they watched, tears rolled down all their faces through the joy of seeing their children running with the lightweight calipers. With the lightweight calipers device provided by the hospital that could run, ride a bicycle, do all sorts of things which they had been denied for a long time. The removal of the pain and the freedom attained by the children gave me a state of bliss which I never experienced during any of other achievement in my career. Dear friends, what will inspire you, since you are all graduating students, particularly when you are entering into your career, you would like to hear certain inspiring lives in your healthcare domain. Let me first discuss some individual whom I know. They are healthcare professionals who, through their light of knowledge, have been engaged in transformation of a societal mission to remove the pain and suffering of humanity. I am sure that the unique life and work of the healthcare giver will be a beacon of inspiration for the young graduates. Friends, now let me recall particularly for the benefit of young future doctors about the lifestyle of and contribution of a great doctors, namely, one first doctor I am going to talk to you, Dr. Venkataswamy of Aravind Eye Care Center, Madurai. He is a close friend of mine. I have known late Dr. Venkataswamy for over 3 decades. He is known for his silent contribution and bringing light to thousands of people. All his life, he has worked for total elimination of avoidable blindness. He has brought with the Aravind Eye Hospital the best of technology and management. He has established a network of Aravind hospitals and also the mobile clinics. He has created many leaders in the field who are spread in various parts of the world. Dr. Venkataswamy championed the community ophthalmology service in Tamil Nadu and surrounding regions. This was at a time when there was a tremendous amount of cataract backlog and there were not enough specialists. The mass movement of treatment of cataract shifted from improvised operating room to hospital operating room facilities. Aravind has successfully integrated their core competence of the community ophthalmology with modern medical treatment and research. Dr. Venkataswamy implemented his principle that the Aravind Eye Hospital must provide services to reach rich and poor alike. Yet the eye care facility must be financially self-supporting. The entire Aravind Eye Care system is conducting an average 800 eye surgeries per day and annually treat over 2.5 million patients. They are providing for every 30 paid patients free treatment for 70 patients who cannot afford. This 30-70% is a world phenomena, and everyone uniquely appreciating throughout the world this 70-30 phenomena. That is 70% free, 30% you have to pay. Aravind has grown into a 5 hospital with nearly 3,600 beds and 26 vision centers spread in different parts of Tamil Nadu, southern part of India. The important aspect of Aravind system is that the productivity per ophthalmic specialist is 5 times that of a national productivity. Aravind has contributed in a big way to reduce the avoidable blindness in the country. Today, in the map, the world recognizes we have reduced avoidable blindness. The world has recognized Aravind's contribution. Recently, I was happy to see many researchers with different parts of the world as partners while inaugurating Venkataswamy Research Center at Madurai. The life of Dr. Venkataswamy gives the message to all of us, and particularly the aspiring medical graduates, how commitment to a vision can make a mission happen. This is a message to all the young doctors. Let me give let me give some of the innovation in healthcare research leading to solution for the diseases which were almost incurable so far. In April 2010, while in Louisville in USA, I met researchers from Brown Cancer Research Center who are developing a vaccine for cervical cancer, big problem in India, for cervical cancer which affects many women across the world. A World Health Organization study reveals that every year 132,000 women are diagnosed with this particular kind of cancer, and nearly 75,000 die from the diseases in India alone. The proposed vaccine in the Brown Research Institute would be developed on a protein drawn out of tobacco leaves, and will cost only $2 for every individual. I am sure the healthcare community assembled here would like to take up the development such areas of societal importance jointly with the Brown Research Institute, Cancer Research Institute. Since all of you are going to engage in your mission to be the future leaders of healthcare, let me now discuss with you a unique hospital which I saw in Lexington, USA as a part of the university. Friends, in the last year I was in USA for some teaching assignment at various universities and other programs. On 15th April 2010, I visited the University of Kentucky Healthcare Center, which is a $1 billion hospital with the best of healthcare of all kinds for the people of the state of Kentucky. Dr. Michael Korf, you be in touch with Michael Korf, you must be in touch. He's a nice man. Not only is a doctor, he's a spiritual human being. So you can invite him, discuss with him your future plans. Dr. Michael Korf, the chief designer of the whole hospital, showed me around under construction a building. Dr. Korf introduced the hospital to me as a visionary health center in the 21st century. I observed how the grand hospital was more than a symbol of the best medical technology. It carried a message of compassion for the patients of all ages and conveyed hope to the ailing heart and brought smile to the sad faces. The hospital, of course, had the best medical equipment, but it was also aesthetically designed with large windows, beautiful atrium decorated with the beautiful paintings and games for children. The patient, when he or she entered the hospital, gets a message of confidence, I will be healed. At the same time, while the hospital was state of art, it still provided for further space for later technology advancement for having high ceiling and wide doors. Why I am saying this is because some of the innovative doctors will come out of this gathering and will be pioneering a unique healthcare centers which will bring together medicine and compassion. My visualization of a great healthcare center, I have seen number of healthcare centers in India, and today I saw here and also abroad. Dear friends, I visualize a great healthcare center with the following characteristics. Some of them you may have. Patient is the most important person in the hospital. When the patient enters the hospital presence, an angelic look, all the team members of the hospital always wear smiles. Not only the white coats, they also wear the smiles. The patient feels that I am going to get cured. The second one, the hospital consumes less electricity, less water by adapting a green building for all modernization tasks. The choice of the power source is solar and wind. The hospital premises are totally noise-free. All the test reports and treatment schedule get attached to the database of the patient through electronic medical record without the need of the patient or the relatives to search for the reports. The database is updated and authenticated every hour. Maintains the database of all the cases treated by the hospital in the past which are easily retrievable. Patient is not subjected to diagnostic pain. You know, this term I have introduced, diagnostic pain. You know, patient comes for diagnosis. Then he meets the doctor. and he says he has stomach pain. Doctor prescribes. He says you go through the 100% check and scanning and blood test, urinal test, all tests. Many tests he prescribes, so you get a diagnostic pain. So I am suggesting that all the doctors upstairs and downstairs, they will not introduce that. You are going to take a oath on that. Now the surroundings of the hospital is green with full of trees with seasonal flowers. The further expansion of the hospital is in vertical mode, leading to fast movement of the patient and doctors for medical treatment. There is no case of hospital-induced infection to the patient due to the biocontamination. I hope the hospital has taken care of this. The patient feels this is the best place to get treated. Hospital fully IT enabled, leading to virtual connectivity of the patient to the doctor, nurse and the chief of the hospital 24/7. Hospital is also networked with the other hospitals nationally and internationally for seeking expert medical advice on unique cases. The daily medical conference attended by the chief of the hospital, doctors, nurses, paramedics and relatives of the patient unique cases reviews the problems of the patient and find integrated solution. Patient also sometimes unique case patient you have to call them or their relatives. So I am sure the Gulf Medical University possesses all these characteristics what I have put, and you would have developed some unique thing that also can be added there. Now finally, I would like to say the 6 virtues of healthcare giver. 6 virtues of healthcare giver. When I am with the healthcare community, I would like to share an experience with chief monk of Kathmandu. His name is Rinpoche, and a medical researcher. He is a medical researcher. After a nearly kilometer walk, I reached the White Kumbha, where the chief monk and his disciples were waiting to receive me. It happened a few months back. After reception, the chief monk said, "Let us go to our study room," and I followed him. He climbed the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, and fifth floor, just like a young boy. Probably the lifestyle has a positive impact on the mind and body. All along I was following and following. When I reached his chamber, I saw a laboratory, medical laboratory, and a spiritual environment overlooking the Himalayas. What surprised me was his research students come from different parts of the country. Particularly, he introduced me to his co-author, David R. Klim, MD, who is working on a research area, medicine and compassion. The research area, medicine and compassion. The chief monk, Rinpoche, has written with Dr. David R. Schlim a book titled Medicine and Compassion. It's a beautiful book. I like this book and read it during my journey from Kathmandu to Delhi. This book gives 6 important virtues which a medical practitioner has to possess toward their patients. First virtue is generosity. The second virtue is a pure ethics. The third is tolerance, because he has to tolerate the pain, but still he will treat. Fourth is perseverance. He or she doesn't give up. Fifth is cultivating pure concentration. And sixth virtue is to be intelligent, continuously upgrading his medical knowledge. These virtues will empower the caregivers with a human heart. I am sure all the young students graduating today from Gulf Medical University will inculcate these values. Friends, I have, so far, it's for young people, okay? Exclusive for young people. I have met so far 11 million youth in a decade's time in India and abroad. Mostly Indians, about 11 million youth. What is the message, what I learned? Every youth wants to be unique. Every youth wants to be unique, that is you. But the world around you is doing its best day and night to make you just everybody else. Do you follow? You want to be you, but from the home, you start from the home, come to college, and go anywhere. Instead of you becoming you, the world is trying to make you everybody else. So the challenge, my young friends, is that you have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place that is unique you. Now what are the tools? To be a unique you, what are the tools? There are 4 tools. First and foremost, you may be a medical student, but it's medical, so many areas are there, research and clinic area. And so, first have an aim in life, big aim. How you see the bulb? As soon as you see the bulb, you remember a man, isn't it? Thomas Alva Edison, you remember. And similarly, if you are if you are having heart problems, angiography, angioplasty, you remember a great doctor, the first doctor who did angiography. And when the sea is blue, when the sky is blue, then why sky is blue, scattering of light, immediately you remember Sir C.V. Raman. So the question is, first and foremost, you must have an aim in life. Great aim in life. Small aim is a crime. Second one, we have to continuously acquire the knowledge. Continuously acquire the knowledge. Knowledge can be through great books, great teachers, great human beings, or even good internet. And knowledge acquisition. Third one, you have to do the hard work. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Medical community, particularly students, you working very hard. Not only 4 years you do, 5 years you do, plus 1 year of internship, then you do MD, so you do a lot of work. But then, that is, you are doing the hard work. Then last one, perseverance. Perseverance means, any work you do, medical area, some problem will come. But the problem should not become your captain. You should become the captain of the problem, defeat the problem, and succeed. So that is becoming a unique you. These 4 areas, aim in life, acquiring the knowledge, hard work, and perseverance. So friends, history, you note this, history echoes to us that those who have courage to imagine it impossible are the few unique personalities who broke all human limitation of thought and action. In every field of human efforts, whether science, technology, medicine, environment, arts, sports, industry, even in politics, the names of the people who imagine the impossible are engraved timelessly in our human history. For example, the founder of UAE, His Excellency Sheikh Said. Can you remember? Can you remember? 35 years back, what it was, this desert, what it was, what is today. So it's a one man's vision, how the whole place is transformed. So the question is, that is, he was you, he was himself. That's a good example of Mahatma Gandhi. He was himself. He can work for 2 nations, for apartheid system South Africa and India's freedom, he can work. So the question is, think big, okay, think big. Definitely will go close to that. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they transform the world. Will you do it? That's a question. So friends, my best wishes to all of you for giving the best of healthcare and in research, in clinical area, to everyone through knowledge, hard work, and integrity. 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 Will you take a oath if you don't mind? Will you take all of you? Yes, ready? Or you are hungry? I love my medical profession as a noble mission. I will follow the motto, let my care You are not eaten. You are not eaten 3 days. I will follow the motto. Let my care remove the pain and bring smiles. I will always radiate, cheer, to you confidence, to patients and their families. I will be a lifelong learner. I will practice what I learn and I will train my team to be competent. I will not introduce any diagnostic pain. I will work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Thank you. Thank you. Now, thank you. Now, friends, I can take 5 questions, okay? Huh? Okay. Okay, 5. They are approving. We got time problem. Okay. 5 questions from students particularly. I would like to take questions first, students.
I'm from Kerala. It has been a great honor for you to be here and...
lady, what is the question?
So my question is, though we've been coming up from a world-class university which has an excellent teaching faculty, we've been not exempted from the screening examination which has to be given in Delhi, Medical Council of India. So I would like to know why would we have...
I personally believe it is generally outside Delhi, outside India, they conducted tests for acceptance test. But I believe the more you are known for your research, the more you are known for clinical work, the more you are known for compassion, definitely one day you will be recognized. Okay.
I'm Sakya from 4th year. My question would be about your book India 2020. It was released in 2003 and had advocated that India should be a nuclear superpower by the year 2020. So do you still see that happening?
Well,